Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. In the last episode, we built a ridiculously overpowered PC to play PUBG. If you missed that episode, I will put a link up in the upper right hand corner so you can go check that episode out. Let's hop into our email. Let's see what we have for today. I know I saw something. Actually, I think it's these top three. This one's due in 2 days and both of these are due tomorrow. So we're just going to do the top three. This first one says, "Hi. I think something's broken. Whatever's broken, you'll need to have a look at it to work out what's happened. I just don't know my own strength sometimes. You've got to get it done in 2 days. Is it okay it's so dusty? I noticed it sometimes runs a bit slow too." So he's probably got some viruses on there. We should definitely run a virus scan. We have no idea what's wrong with this thing. Let's take a quick look at his stats. Ryzen 7 1800X. A 970 gaming. All right. I mean, with a $200 budget, there can't be anything too expensive that has gone wrong. Could be power supply. Who knows? We'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and accept that one. I'm going to skip this build for now. Let's come down here to this one. This one's due tomorrow. It says, "Dear Sir, Madam, there's something wrong with my PC. I didn't realize there were clips for the RAM, and I got a bit violent. I haven't got a clue what's wrong. I'd like it done by tomorrow. I think I clicked on something bad. My PC lives on the floor, so I'm pretty sure it's full of dust." Man, 2 repairs where it sounds like we're going to need to run a virus scan and possibly dust them both out. I don't know. So this one definitely tells us what we need to do: replace RAM and replace the air cooler. So I will be sure to add those in when we get our parts for our build. Let's take a quick look at his stats, though. What kind of RAM is he running here? Some Ripjaws 5. Nice. And the air cooler is a Cooler Master Hyper 212. Not a bad air cooler. Not a bad air cooler. All right, let's go ahead and accept that one. Then let's go back to this build. It says, "I need some help. I used to build my own PCs, but I don't have time anymore. Can you help? I want to make sure my rig is as fast as it can be. Could you get it to benchmark at least a 13,869? Could you get it done by tomorrow? I like nice and shiny new components. My brother has Colorful in his PC. He says they're the best." All right, so a budget of $4,750 to get a 3D Mark score of 13,869. I think we can make that happen. Let's go ahead and accept that one. All right, let me get the shop opened up. I'm going to get parts for the one repair that needs the CPU cooler and RAM replaced. And I'm also going to get parts for this build. And I will be right back. All right, the top 2 things, the CPU cooler and the RAM, are for the repair. The rest of this is for our build. We're going to go with an MSI MAG Z590 torpedo, an i9 11900 KF, an MSI MAG Core Liquid 360mm AIO water cooler, 2 sticks of the most expensive RAM in the game, G-Skill Trident Z, 8 gig, 4800 megahertz. The Colorful iGame RTX 3090, 1 terabyte NVMe drive, 850 watt EVGA Supernova. We're going to put 2 EK fans in there. We're going to pack all of that into the Lian Li PC 011 Dynamic. All right, make sure we've got this for next day delivery. Let's buy it now. Maybe. There we go. I'm going to go in the day. We'll get everything in, and we can get to work. All right. Here's all of our parts. Oh, nothing from PC Bay, huh? That is sad. So let me grab these. Here's a dusty fix. Is this one dusty? Yes. Very much so. And then here's the case for our build. Get the sticky note put over here as well. And we will get started with this repair. We need to replace the RAM and the air cooler. But first, it needs to be dusted really bad. I'm going to grab some compressed air. Get this sucker dusted out. Almost. Come on. There we go. There we go. Very nice. All right. Get this air cooler off of here. Let me get this stick of RAM out of here. maybe. There we go. All right, some thermal paste back on the CPU. Let's check. What am I looking for? CPU cooling. Didn't even think. So that is definitely broken. It's worth $1. It's worth $1. So let's get our dollar for it. Then we will grab the new one and go ahead and get that installed. We also need to install some RAM. Their old RAM is definitely broken. $3 for that. I'll try not to spend that all in one place. Let's grab the new one. Get that installed. Then we can cable up the new cooler. And I'm going to put a USB drive in here because I think they said they were having issues with it booting slowly, if I remember right. I'm going to hop into the BIOS. Let me see if we need to turn on XMP. We don't. I don't know why they have a 3200 megahertz stick of RAM in there when their motherboard can only handle 2666. That's a shame. That is a shame. Definitely losing some potential there. All right. This thing powered up. Let me get the virus scanner on here, and we will see if this thing has any viruses. I'm probably going to go ahead and check both of these for viruses because I think both of them said something about... One said visiting dodgy sites, I think, and one said something about running slow. So we'll have to see. Let's see if this has any viruses. Oh, it does. Oh, 463. Nice. Let's get that cleaned up for them. I think this is ready to go out in the hall. So let me get this side panel put on it. And we can stick this sucker out here. We get to work on our next fix, which is also quite dusty. What is this case? This is interesting. Well, before we really dive into this, I'm going to get it dusted out. Maybe this is some really stuck-on dust. Come on, there we go. Power supply is clean. Is the rest of it going to clean up? Come on. Maybe. I still see dust. Is that it? We get it all? I hope so. Oh, I think I have seen this case. I've never built in it. This is... So, the hard drive mount is hovering in midair. Let's see if this powers up at all. No RAM. Pretty sure that's what that says. It does. No RAM. Alright, so the RAM's probably broken. All their fans are turning on everything. I can see the power supply fan turning as well. So it could just be broken RAM. Let me power this down. This thing hovering in midair is throwing me off. There we go. Let's see what this RAM is. ADATA XPG Dazzle. Do I have any of that? Nope, just the one stick that is broken. Okay. So, let's go order one. 16 gig, 2400 megahertz. This one right here. We've got one in the inventory. I'm going to go ahead and hope that this is all that's wrong. I'm going to do same day delivery. And let's go install this and see if this fixes this computer's problem. Alright, let me sell off the broken one. Get the new one installed. I'm going to power this on and hope it works. Oh, I wanted to hop into the BIOS. Oh well. They can live with it. I'm going to grab a USB drive, though, because I want to see if they have any viruses on here. Let's get the virus scanner put on. And maybe when this is rebooting, I'll hop in the BIOS. Let's get this restarted. I'm going to hop in the BIOS. Now, let me take a look and see if they need it. I don't think they do. No. They don't. All right, let me let this thing restart, and then we will scan this for viruses. 377. There we go. Let's clean those up. This thing should be ready to go out in the hall. We'll get it put back together. And we can get started on our build. There we go. Weird little case. Weird little case. All right. All right, so we've got to get a 3D Mark score of 13,869. Start taking this case apart, get everything out of our way. We don't have a lot of parts going in here, but what we have going in are quite expensive pieces. We did get a cheap motherboard, though. We got the MSI MAG Z590. Get this thing ready for CPU, RAM, and I think our M.2 is going to have to go down there because it's got a little cover on it. Let me do fits this PC. We've got the i9 11900KF. We get that in there. For the RAM, we've got 2 sticks of G.Skill Trident Z 8 gig 4800 megahertz. And we may go ahead and overclock this. Let me go ahead and overclock this RAM. This motherboard can handle RAM over 5,000 megahertz. I want to say 5,333 megahertz, if I'm not mistaken. We may see if it can hit that. Come down here to storage. We've got the Gigabyte Aorus NVMe drive, 1 terabyte size. We'll get that installed right there. All right, next, before I forget, let's get some case fans in here. We've got 2 EK Vardar fans. We're going to install them right up in the top. Then I want to get some thermal paste on this CPU. And we're going to go ahead and install our CPU cooler. We've got the MSI MAG Core Liquid 360R. I'm going to install that right over here. There we go. Then let's go ahead, come around to this side of the case. We need to get a power supply in here. We've got the EVGA Supernova 850 T2. Perfect. And last but not least, we need a graphics card. Oh, I forgot to remove. There we go. Now we need a graphics card. We've got the colorful iGame RTX 3090. We need a bunch of power because they want a nice high 3D Mark score. This is going to probably give them a lot more than what they're even looking for. I went with some of the highest end stuff that's available right now in the game. So if we can't hit 13,869, there's a serious problem. All right, I think it's time to cable this up. I think I'm going to go with some white cables. Do these loose, plain white. Maybe. There we go. You get everything cabled up. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this case back together. Maybe. Did I not put the dust filter on? Is that the wrong dust filter? Who knows? All right, let me get this side panel on. And this side panel. Now it's letting me put the dust filter on. Go figure. The top panel on here. I'm going to get a USB drive installed. And we're going to power this sucker up. Oh my gosh, the colors are all over the place. They are all over the place. Now, the question is, should I just run it as is? Should I overclock everything? I'm just going to overclock the RAM. Because I'm sure this RAM can easily hit 5,333 megahertz. All right, we only have one drive. I'm going to go ahead and restart this. We do need to put a little bit of software on here, though. We need the 3D Mark. And I'm also going to put OCCT. Just because I need to make sure that that RAM is stable. Don't need it blue screening in the middle of a 3D Mark test. So let me run this real quick. Takes about 15 seconds. I don't even need to let the entire test run. We'll see if this does anything crazy. We could probably overclock this. CPU temp is a little high, but not too bad. GPU is way low. I don't think we're going to need to overclock this, though, to hit 13,869. All right. RAM stable. I'm going to get 3D Mark running. As soon as I have a score, if this thing blue screens, whatever happens, I will come back and show you. Well, there you have it. 16,009. We needed 13,896. We definitely beat that. Man, look at that CPU test. Over 50 FPS. That is great. We could overclock this and probably get even further, but we don't really need to. We'll leave that to the customer. I should have put the lighting app on, though, because this ain't working for me. So I'm going to install the lighting app. I'll step away so you guys don't have to watch this restart and everything, and I'll be right back. All right, lighting. What do we want to do with lighting? Let's select all. Let's get rid of that. How would it look if everything was white? Oh, I didn't mean to have that selected. Oh, well. Oh, man. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let's take a look at this thing. I think it turned out really, really well. Heck yeah. All right, I think this thing's ready to go out in the hall. And we can collect some money. And hopefully we'll unlock some new parts. I sure am hoping. Hey, let's do the repairs first. Let's see what we get. Let's collect this one. 5 stars. My PC was busted, but now it's working fine, and I couldn't be happier. Nice. Then this one where we had to replace the RAM and the air cooler. 5 stars. They fixed the RAM in my machine, and it's running better than ever. Perfect. And then let's check out the build. 5 stars. The new PC is amazing. Oh, wait. It says this, not the. This new PC is amazing. Well, that is wonderful. Okay, so we got some more emails. We did not unlock anything. Is there anything left to unlock? Have we already unlocked it all? Maybe we're just ranking up now. Maybe so. Let's see. Is there anything in the daily deals that we can't live without? This doesn't seem like a great deal. A broken PC with an i9-7980XE and a 2070 Super for $1,100? That seems awfully high. The Cooler Master power supply doesn't seem too bad. All right, we'll check it out. Let me get rid of these red dots. They drive me nuts. Go away. Got a fan. Sure, I'll bite on that. I'm not going to bite on that. Because I don't know what's broken. If the expensive parts are broken, then that's not a good deal. Not a good deal. That, though, is a pretty decent deal. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up as well. That's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. Also, if you want to help out the channel, there is a link to my Patreon down in the description. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.